Well, we're still not done with this area. Looks like we're going to run into another week. I don't see how I'm possibly going to get it done before then. And of course, we are working with limited funds. So sometimes you're going to see projects like this that are going to seem like they're dragging on forever because I'm working myself on a budget. And there are going to be other projects that are going to cost so little to do because most of the things I already have. I already own the containers, and I already have lots of succulents in my garden that I can take cuttings off of. So all I will have to do is get a little bit of potting mix. Well, this wasn't one of those projects. This was one where I had to spend quite a bit of money and do quite a few things. And I still borrowed a lot of stuff and tore a lot of stuff apart to put this one together on top of that. Well, I'm going to show you what we still haven't finished, and it's going to be at least another week for more money. Well, as you can see, we're getting close to the end of this project. I want to get it finished. I'm not happy exactly how I did it, but like I said, I'm trying to work on a budget. I'm going to move this over about 3 or 4 feet next year, and I'm going to have the grandkids help me to level the ground also, that this is not level enough. And I also want to get cement blocks. I will add up the cost of the cement blocks and make sure I have them waiting for this project next year and have the grandkids come over and get it done for me. It's just been too hard for me to do this at my age. And I had COVID about a month and a half ago, and I don't seem to have any strength at all left. So we'll see about how it's going to look. Like I said, this is just something I may do on a budget. But we almost have it done. It's looking pretty good, and it's going to look a lot better when we're done. And as you can see, I've stolen some more pieces from other parts of my garden, and it's not looking as good as I'd like. Also going to be putting garden soil all the way down the back fence, and I'm going to plant it with flowers too. And we will work on the pathway a little more this year. Because you know how Grandma is, she's always working on the pathways. To keep the weeds down, we'll put fresh cardboard and wood chips down, for it will look pretty again. It's just a matter of time, and when you're working on a budget, you only can do so much each day, or each payday. And once I start working on the wood chips, that's going to be very expensive, so we are going to be doing projects that are going to be free or almost free for the garden. I have lots of seeds, as you're going to start noticing. I have going to be planting almost all of these areas from seeds. There's going to be a few main plants, like I bought some tomato plants for this, and I'm going to a big plant fair next month, and I will probably buy some plants over there also, because I like things that are different, that aren't things you can find in the nurseries here. Well, I hope you like this update. I wanted to share with you, I have a lot of little plants starting to come up. Not quite sure what some of these are. Some of them, of course, I know what they are. These right here are California poppies. And how do I know that? Because I grow a lot of California poppies. But there's other things coming up. And like I said, not quite sure what they are. Pretty sure they're flowers. Now, I don't know for sure. I could be wrong. I think this is my bean, and I think that's a bean. I planted 3 beans here, and in each corner, or going to, and I'm going to have to replant the other 3 corners because I've had to move soil around so much. This one corner was done first, so it's still looking great. So this one corner has plenty of stuff coming up. It's probably going to be another 3 weeks before we get much up in the rest, because I've had to remove soil around and throw out seeds. I did throw some seeds in the center, but nothing really has come up yet, I don't think. But probably next week when we come back and do our next project to finish this project up, I'm going to finish it even no matter what. I'm getting tired of working on it. I want to get it done. I want to get it planted. I want to see it looking beautiful. But as you can see, I am getting little green things coming up. And I love my California poppies. And the great thing about the California poppies, I throw them out, the seeds, about every 3 to 4 weeks. Why do I do that? Because that makes it last longer in my garden. So I will have beautiful poppies for a longer period. And another great thing about doing it that way, I'm sorry this one looks so bad, I pulled it from another part of the garden. I'll clean it off for the next shoot. I wanted to see if I liked this one here or this one here the best. I think I'm going to use these. I know they look bad, and I might eventually go over to Dollar Tree and buy 4 brand new ones for it to look really pretty and fresh over here. But I'm working on a budget, as I keep saying, and I just grabbed stuff to see what I liked and what I already owned and had. I don't think there's enough room for a tomato cage here, so I'm going to get some twine and help support these tomato plants when they get a little bigger. On the far side over there, I think I'm going to put another tomato plant over there also, maybe or maybe not. I'm trying to think, maybe not. I might plant the tomatoes in the front yard, because tomatoes need a lot of sun, and really where this is, it's not going to get a lot of sun. So we'll see how they do. These are small tomato plants. I think they're more hardy and they can seem to withstand things. They will usually winter over and last about 2 to 3 years in where I live, because we don't get really cold here. Well, I just hope you enjoyed the update on this area. We're going to finish it no matter what next week. No, there's no even. I'm finishing it. I am tired of messing with it. And I want to see it all planted up, and I'm just playing around, and it's terrible when you put yourself on a budget and you're making yourself stick to it. Like I said, we're going to have a lot of projects. They're not going to take that long because I have everything I need to do them. Okay, hugs and kisses from Grandma Sandy, this week's garden tour.